of The E.A.R.T.H Show with Juicy Couture and DJ Conqueror, Bigg Security101, and our beloved Grandma Massey over here. You can find us on Wlvs every Monday at 9 p.m. at www.listenvisionlive.com. It's radio. You can watch. Even after reality, there's hope. 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 It's the E.A.R.T.H Show, yeah. Hello, Dag. Okay, it's the E.A.R.T.H Show. Even after reality, there's hope, and it is Monday, and we doing it big in the studio. Yeah, get down. Okay.
All right, get to the show.
All right, it's a little bit of fun, right? Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful show. 2 weeks left of Women's History. And let me tell you, the next 2 weeks, tonight and next week, explosion. It was explosion last week, but it's going to explode again tonight. I'm so excited. And so tonight I have two wonderful women that are not only wonderful at what they do, they are wonderful in their community, okay? And so these two ladies I have picked to come on the show tonight. I am so happy to have Goddess, my friend from class of 1993, author of 3 or 4 books. I'm trying to get one off the ground. She done put me to shame on the show, but I'm telling you, the girl is like that. Also, she has started up a community, a cleaning crew to keep our communities together. I love her. She is wonderful. And also, Chanel Pride with Unique Sweets. And I'm telling you, she bought some sweets tonight. And I'm just mad because I didn't bring my blood monitor to see if my sugar go up, because I have to.
You got some sweets on the show?
We got sweets on the show. I have to pray over my diabetical spirit. I don't even want to put it on the camera. Somebody may run up to the show and try to get a couple, and I'm not for sharing. So please pray me through again tonight. Okay, I'm in rare form. So we do have on the show Bigg Security, my security, your security, 101. And also we have our one and only, the one and DJ Conqueror, giving you knowledge to get yourself together by on a lot of different levels. There you go, right there.
Music to get yourself together by.
Go on and get yourself together. We got a show. Now, I'm going to turn the mic on over to yours truly, DJ Conqueror, so he can introduce the first set of music to get yourself together by. It's the E.A.R.T.H Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hezekiah Walker, Love Fellowship Crusade Choir. Lift him up. Now, wherever you at, you might as well put your hands together, give God praise, do whatever. It's going to be good, all right? All right.
Okay, we're going to keep on moving fast tonight. Now, y'all know I always talk about what's in the news, okay? Everybody last week lost their mind over Empire. Am I lying?
Nah.
Come on now. When the show did too much.
It was boring.
Sun and this, I just felt like I needed to get some oil and start anointing people. I mean, it was almost like that one about who shot JR. I was in a who shot JR moment. Like, who? What? And I have one thing to say about Lucius, because Lucius really thought that he can't be killed. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the news, my first picture is Lucius 2025, I think.
2053.
2053. Dang, Lucius! Looked like you had a hard life.
Look like somebody I know.
And that's how he gonna
He
look
looked
too.
like ALS couldn't take him down.
Nah.
What is ALS?
ALS.
ALS.
LSD, PCP, a whole bunch of things was going on in that show, honey.
It's a hard knock life
I can only
for
say one
us.
thing: goodbye, Empire, to next season. I mean,
Right.
I never seen so many people lose their mind, and it's been a long time. I thought Scandal was bad. If you went on Facebook during the time of Scandal and you're not a Scandal watcher, you just see a whole bunch of quotes going out.
Yeah, I've never
And you'll be
watched
like,
Have you watched it?
I just going back to creating something. I've never seen one episode of Scandal. I'm sorry, I haven't. And the only reason why I seen any of Empire, not that I'm not like, it's a trend. I love it. It's a trend. We all got together and did something, right? I just wish some of us would show up at the homeless shelter afterwards. Some of us
Right.
would show up and start cleaning up the community. Have an Empire clean up the hood day. I don't know. Please forgive me. Sometimes we focus on things and it's bigger fish in the frying pan. Moving right along before don't nobody like my show. I know that's y'all show. I'm sorry. Please, I'm going to take my rebuke, okay? I want to move on to the first bit of news. Now, I know that it costs a lot to catch the bus these days. Metro has went up. Anybody, can you agree? Metro was asking for a lot. But what happens when you don't have the fare? I just want you to see one picture because I'm still trying to. Now, I blacked her face out because I didn't want her mad. But, boo-boo, is it that bad that at Anacostia subway station, you had to catch a ride on the front of it? No, it was somebody taking a picture for a video. Somebody said you didn't have your fare money. Now, come on now. If y'all see somebody on the bus, don't let the bus driver pull off. Somebody, please buy that person a ticket.
At least she had her head down.
Yeah, her head was whipped. We blacked her face out. I don't need nobody trying to come up to the Listen Vision and busting me upside my head because I didn't put you on blast. I'm not trying to put you on blast, boo. For whatever reason, you are sitting on the 94
The bike rack.
The bike rack.
That's the bike rack.
Okay, all right. Now, if you think that's bad, this next one is going to trip you out. Now, I know gas prices have went down, but this video speaks for itself. Have times really gotten that bad, boo? Now,
Times are hard.
Times are hard when you pull up at your job in your daughter's Barbie car.
On the Power Wheels.
I'm sorry. I know the struggle is hard. But
It's real.
See, these are the real people that need a GoFundMe page. We need a GoFundMe page for this. I'm sorry. We do.
I need a car.
She's driving her carriage. I can't. The Barbie car, she's getting somewhere too. You know? These are the people that need a GoFundMe page. Look at her. Bless her heart.
At least her
Not-
car-
not- not
at least
let
her
me-
car clean.
Sorry.
This is from the Flintstones. Somebody should have said, ma'am, get in my car. Somebody should have had some mercy and some compassion. As you can see, people are just walking like they don't even see her trying to make it through rush hour traffic. Now, somebody put me in contact with this lady. We need to start a GoFundMe page.
Not can I sneak on my girlfriend to make sure she's not cheating down in the Bahamas.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Is that all in the news? Did I?
Doing it.
Somebody. Oh, let's go into the word of the day after this. Thank you. There's one more piece of news I want to talk about before we get serious. There's a new word that a lot of teenagers are using. This is fleek. Girl, my hair on fleek, your shoes on fleek. I just wanted to educate myself, and Zeta Data posted this on her page. So now I would like to show you what fleek means. A mixture of words, fart and gleek, used to signify a fart that squirts a little, or a fart that splashes a few drops of moisture on your underwear. The liquid may not necessarily be fecal matter, but it could be a sweaty behind crack. Dude, I just fleeked. I gotta go white.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody tells you that your hair's on fleek, I don't think that that's a compliment.
Not at
Change it
all.
up.
Somebody tell their kids what they saying. If somebody says that your clothes is on fleek, that means there's a little drizzle somewhere. I mean, we said words like siced,
Right.
pressed. Anyway, y'all give me some words. What else we used to say? Bumping. Y'all remember bumping. Everything was bumping, honey.
Bumping.
Bumping, siced, sweating you. Knocking, that joint knocking. Okay, but please, I don't think.
Did you just do the WAP?
I did.
You got to do it to Chubb Rock.
Okay, moving right along. I am going to turn it over to Deep because I want my special guest to come on and join in the festivities. And so before we do that, let's have this moment in music. I'm sorry, in women's history tonight, right? With DJ Conqueror. And hopefully it's not dry. Amen.
Give me 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your DJ Conqueror talking about our women in women's history. We want to talk about tonight a lady by the name of Lisa Williamson, which we better know as Sister Soldier. Sister Soldier, for a brief period of time, was part of Public Enemy. She took the place of Professor Griff. Remember, Professor Griff got in trouble because he said some stuff about Jews, and folk was mad as heck with PE. PE almost didn't wind up being a group anymore over the stuff that he said. So when they kicked him out the group, they put Sister Soldier in there. All right? Sister Soldier's from the Bronx, New York, graduated from Cornell University, Rutgers University, and the University of Salamanca. All right? Now, she's known for these books: No Disrespect, The Coldest Winter Ever, and Midnight, A Gangster Love Story. She also was the executive director of Daddy's House Social Programs Incorporated, which is a nonprofit corporation for urban youth financed by Sean P. Diddy Combs of Bad Boy Entertainment.
Wow.
So she did some great, wonderful things. She did release one album, 360 Degrees of Power, on March 17, 1992 on Epic Records, which featured Chuck D from Public Enemy. Unfortunately, her album only sold like 100,000 copies, so they dropped her after one album, unfortunately. But it's a powerful album if you want to check it out. But that's Sister Soldier, everybody. And this is your DJ Conqueror, giving you knowledge to sharpen your brain by.
Dang, we just actually got some knowledge. No, I'm just... Thank you, DJ Conqueror. Okay, so I have several things that I want to talk about before our guests come on and we spend some really good moments together. You know, I always do a health and wellness segment. And tonight I am ready to wage war. And I'm calling forth all of the intercessors and all of the children of this world that believe that to eat is our God-given right, and to eat good food that will not make us sick is a right that should be afforded to everyone, especially in the United States. Tonight, I am officially waging war on GMO. If you have not done your research, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have some knowledge that I would like to equip you with. Let's roll some of the knowledge, and I'll save my video for last on GMO. Okay, so as you all know, the 10 worst toxins hidden in your vitamins, I just found out that nearly all of the vitamin C in our vitamins comes from GMO corn. This is 10 reasons we don't need GMO foods, okay? GMO crops do not increase yield potential. GMO crops increase pesticide use. GMO crops have created super weeds. GMO crops
have toxic and allergenic effects on laboratory animals.
Yes.
GMO and non-GMO crops cannot coexist. GMO is not needed for good nutrition. There are better ways to feed the world. Conventional breeding is better than GMO at producing crops with useful traits. GMO is an imprecise technology that will continue to deliver unpleasant surprises. And number 10, GMO crops are not about feeding the world, but about patent ownership of the food supply.
Do you hear this? Where your apples are naturally growing in the wild, and some these are the tumors that are growing on lab animals that have been consistently eating the corn that is already in the United States. So more and more cancerous tumors are showing up on people's bodies, and we're looking at a lab rat. Look at this lab rat. It's ridiculous. Now, let me tell you, the first generation of rats that was fed the corn were okay. The second generation, more than half of them were infertile. They could not produce anymore. Y'all, please get informed, okay? No GMO. And when you go to buy your seeds for your garden, you have to make sure that they are organic, okay? Please, we're not trying to get our children sick. It's so much information out there about GMO foods. Please find out about it as we wage war on this, and as the Earth Show picks this topic up and we keep knowledge circulating so you'll stay informed. Now, the next thing I would like to show you is a video that shows how easy it is, even if you don't have a yard, how you can grow a garden with fresh vegetables. You can roll my video. This is making planters out of recyclable bags. You can keep the music on because I didn't put any music with that. Yeah. And so you can take your basic Giant or Safeway or Shoppers bag, and you can convert this into a container to grow your vegetables in. And it's very inexpensive. I'm actually gonna grow something like this. Got joy in my soul. God is in control. I Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attack, I won't turn back. 'Cause this means war. Wow. Just that easy. In the water, when you water it, the water escapes through the bag so you don't drown your plants. And the air, the oxygen also gets through your soil. Yeah. Good drainage and airflow to the roots. And those are the kind of bags, you know, the plastic ones, you can't use the plastic ones. And I know I've got about 700 of those about the dollar store, Safeway, Giant. And you can do this on several different sizes, from smaller to greater. From smaller, you know, like your little herb gardens.
4-inch pots.
Yeah. But look, they say whatever you do, don't hang them, because if you hang them, the fabric will start tearing. So it's best to sit them on the bottom. So I really think that this was a good video. For those of you all that's taking gardening seriously and have been listening to me talk about GMO and how they're trying to force the government into not having to label what's GMO and what's organic. Like, I want to know what I'm eating. I want to know if it's GMO or if it's organic. And it's even cheaper than what they have for the bags that's online. So, yeah. All right. And that is my segment on health and wellness. Check your vegetables and your fruits, okay? And make sure if it's GMO, step away. Be informed before you decide to eat GMO. And yes, organic is a little bit more expensive, but it's really worth you eating very good. Like if you cut some of the box products out with all the preservatives, you can afford to eat GMO. It's just a matter of what's more important to your health. Okay? And this is Health and Wellness with the Earth Show.
Yeah.
All right. So, somebody's enjoying our music tonight. Okay. We're going to move right on. And right now, wait. Okay, so we're going to have DJ Conqueror introduce our special guest tonight, Miss Chanel Pride and Miss Cree. So take us to a blackout screen for me, and you read their bios. Is that possible? Thank you. Come on, ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Unique Sweets has been baking for 2 years. Started off with a bridal shower cake, fell in love with making them. She's married to Richard Pride and has 6 children. Richard, DeAndre, Darius, Rico, Rayvon, and Raquela. Ladies and gentlemen, Chanel Pride. Also, coming up on the Earth Show, special host with us, Lucretia Davis.
Yes.
Better known as Goddess. Is a multifaceted individual. Recently obtaining her BFA in visual communications web development to add to her previous AA business administration degree, is now setting her sights on authoring. A born Washingtonian, raised in southern Prince George's County, Maryland, Miss Davis aspires to become an established author and poet in her region. Self-published author since 2007, distributing her first chapbook of works entitled Cries of an Angel. In 2013, she became known as Goddess throughout social media and on stage. However, she began publishing her works under the pen name Anavid Sivad.
Lord, we're going to pray for him.
Hallelujah. She has already released several books of poetry in the last 3 years. Please don't kill me after the show.
Yes, she will.
Okay. Just tell my children I'm dead. Her works include a second edition of her first book, Cries of an Angel Deviant, An Angel's Private Thoughts, poetry book of erotic short stories and poems, and Still Deviant too, Deeper in Thought, I Saw an Angel Fall, and Wingless. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lucretia Davis. Welcome to the Earth Show.
Welcome, ladies. Welcome, 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 and welcome. We are so happy to have you on the Earth Show this evening. And I picked you two because, of course, I'm always on Facebook, and I'm seeing what everyone is posting and what you're doing. And so you creating Unique Sweets, like, and you with the books, like, y'all two ladies are going for it. And what I love about you is you post so much profound messages on your page that are very inspiring. And like me, a lot of times when you start posting stuff, I'm like, you know what? She feeling me right now because I'm not feeling none of this stuff that's happening in social media. It's not leading us to nothing. Like, how are we getting together and empowering one another? Absolutely. So before we talk about the spoken word, I would like you to speak on your community cleaning.
Poetry in Motion was something that I just started on a whim. Because I do poetry now out on the street and everything, I started seeing, I never really went out, so now I start seeing that my old neighborhoods are now trashed, and people don't really take care of it. You go down Branch Avenue, it don't look the same as it did when we were younger. So I was looking in the schools and my son has Asperger's. So it's been a difficult time for him for the last 12 years. Going in and out of the schools, they're changing the curriculum and stuff like that. The kids have to do more community service. When we were in high school, we didn't have to do community service until like the tail end of it. It was like 40 hours.
Right.
They literally have to have hours from middle school now. So I said, let me start this easy combination of two. Let's get the kids out here. Let's clean the neighborhoods that they got to play in. And let's get some of these parents out here because we always say, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. The kids don't do anything until they see you do it.
Ooh, come on here. Bring that mic up to make sure they heard that one. We'll say that again.
Kids don't do anything until they see us doing it.
Exactly.
You know? And we seem to forget that at one time, we were them. So if you're sitting in the house and you're watching TV and watching videos and doing the club thing, what is your kid supposed to do? You ain't out there doing nothing. You can't tell the child to go out there, get a job and clean the neighborhood, and you sitting there not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to encourage people to come out and just beautify the neighborhoods you live in. You know, people always saying, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that. But okay, that's the big stuff. Let's go do the little stuff. You can put a flower out in a playground area of any school. We went and cleaned up Eastover. People thought we was crazy. They literally lost their mind. I mean, people was like, what are you doing? Picking up trash. Why? Because it's on the ground.
Wow.
You know, and they didn't know how to react. This was people that was in that neighborhood. They was like, why are you cleaning the parking lot? Why are you not cleaning the parking lot?
Wow.
You know? And when we were done, people actually came out and said, you know what? Y'all did a heck of a good job.
Yes.
And other people, you could kind of see when we was leaving, they were picking up the trash and kind of, they didn't want to be noticed, but they were doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And I've gone and checked, and it's not as bad. We didn't get the whole parking lot, but we did get down there by that police station.
Yeah.
We did get on the police like, look, you the cops, why is your area dirty?
Yo, come on now. Raising the standards in our own community, okay? I'm with that.
Absolutely.
And so both of you are mothers, and both of you all have thriving businesses. And you are a mother of how many?
6.
Round them off. Say the names, honey. Say the names.
You have Richard Pride the 4th. You got DeAndre Epps, Darius Epps, Rayvon Pride, Rico Pride, Rakayla Pride.
Yes. And for all you 1993 alumni, guess what Epps is her brother? Napoleon. It's Napoleon's sister. Yes.
I do know him.
Okay.
Of him, I should
And
say.
so I would like to ask a generic question to both the mothers. Growing a brand and mothering, how does that look, and what are your challenges in continuing to write books and still have the mother piece, right?
For me, I have to make sure that I give time to my kids, because I need to write. You need the quietness. You have to have some type of peace. But my kids come first. So if I have to write at night, I'll write at night. If I write on the bus, I'll write on the bus. If I have to record me, I'll record me. But my kids come first. Now with my older son, he's 13. His name is Damien. He picked up writing along the way. I don't know if he likes writing, but he does kind of dabble a little bit. He will eventually publish a book. His may be like in cooking or something like that, but he understands the process, and he understands. He's seen me go through the school, and he's seen me, doing my homework, and he's like, Mom, take a break. I'm like, no, I got to get this done. So I'm instilling in him the fortitude and the emphasis on you got to keep going to get what you want. Make time for family, but you got to take this. If you want it, you got to go for it. Even now today, I'm here. I called him before we came in. I said, "Are you all right? Is everything cool?" He said, "Everything's fine here. Mommy, if you make a mistake, you make a mistake.
Aww.
You're good. You're still great. Good luck, and go about your business." So he understands. My daughter, she's starting to get it. She's like, "Okay, Mommy, I see you when you get back. I love you. Say nice stuff."
Yeah.
So I don't think she knows what I do, but she's like, just say nice stuff.
Yeah.
So, but they'll get it.
Okay, so you in the kitchen, you baking all of these sweets, and your kids is running around. How do you keep a cake from falling? That's what I want to know.
Well, they're like entertained by themselves, you know.
They do.
And most of the time.
Yeah.
They pretty much stay out of my way.
They do?
While I'm in that kitchen.
Do you have one that kind of like is liking what
Try
you
to
do
help
and
me.
try to help?
That's little Kayla.
Oh, so she gonna take it
wants
over.
She wants to take over the family business when she gets older.
Oh. And while we're talking about the family business, can you please look? The name of her business is Unique Sweets, and it's unique for a reason. This child, Lord Jesus, I just can't wait for the bakery to open up, even though it's already started. But I'm waiting to be able to walk in her establishment and say, this is what God has blessed her with. And drop that anointing, that blessing right there. Let's run her creations, because it's some people make excuses, but this is not an excuse. This is unique. And let me look. This is serious. Like, okay, this girl is creative. And her cakes are the bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to get behind our girl Chanel Pride and let's get her into her building, because the sister's doing it. And just to prove it, it's some strawberry shortcake cupcakes, my favorite. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to have just a little piece of one. I can't. Okay, and so we're going to talk about how you can reach her afterwards tonight. And you can go on the Earth Show page. You'll be able to find her. But if you go on, is it Unique Sweets?
It's unique. It's actually Blue Creative Sweets.
Blue Creative Sweets. If you're looking for, is that .com?
.com.
BlueCreativeSweets.com to order a cake. Y'all, her cakes is good. Now let's get over here to the spoken word artist. Whew. What is your newest work you're working on?
Well, everyone has been kind of trapped in the poetry world. I'm actually in the process of doing a children's book based on my daughter. Her name is Tsunade. We call her Sunny. So it's a children's book coming out called Sunny Day Adventures, based on her travels to her grandmother's house every day and how she kind of goes her own little world when she's in the backseat. She's a little. I'm also working on a 3-series novel loosely based on my relationship with my ex-husband. He gave me permission.
Wow.
So that's going to be very exciting, especially for people who know what we've gone through but didn't get the whole gist of it. I'm very excited about those two things. And I'm being pressured to do another poetry book, so I do have another book coming called Thinking Out Loud.
Wow.
I don't think that people are going to be too... they might not be happy with that one. That one is really based on my thoughts about current society and how we treat one another as humans, how men treat women, how women treat men. A lot of my Facebook statuses
Honey, they heavy.
are testers and feelers on how people respond to things. And I think when people read it back, they'll be surprised at how they sounded. You know, once you read something that you wrote and you be like, I believe I said that. That was you. You know, of course I won't put people's name in it, but those responses are going to be in there, and people are going to see how closed-minded we are or how selfish we are to one another. You know, we want men to change. Oh, men do this and men do that. And I'm like, a man is a man. As a woman, you have your role. They have theirs. You gonna make no man change, but you can do you. You can do what you're supposed to do. You know, and if you're a lady, I tell Steve Harvey's book says, think like a man. What is it? Act like a man, think like a lady, or something like that. Think like a man, act like a man.
Act like a woman, think like a man.
Thank you. I say, don't act like a lady. Be a lady.
Be a lady.
You know,
Come on
ain't
here.
No more of that. You know, pretending. You know, if you want to be a lady, be a lady. Now, I am gruff. I am a gruff person. I've gone through a lot of stuff. I'm hard shelled or whatever. So it's taken. So the things that I'm saying are lessons that I'm learning myself. So I'm not like, oh, you doing this, you doing. No, I've done, the same thing. I close dudes off or I curse like a nobody's business. But I'm working on that.
Bless God.
I
understand.
I'm a soldier. When you go out in the field, it's bleep, 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 rocks. That's all you hear. So I'm working on that.
Don't feel bad. They call me the cursing prophet. I've had to lay my cussing down because I'm tired of hearing them say, she'll give you a prophecy and you might have 2 cuss words in it. God forgive me. He's working on me. Sometimes, we get a little emotional, but come on now. People, if you look, everybody done said ASS sometime in their life now. Now all you can do is ask for forgiveness and don't, it's a work in progress now.
Yeah.
Ain't it? Come on and back me up. I'm out
I'm
here
still
now.
working on mine.
Hey,
I have a witness right there.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'm working on my mouth.
But you know what? With that book sounds like it's the truth.
Yeah, and that's why it says it's thinking too loud. So it's basically me, things that I should have kept in my head that I've been writing out there, and it I like I said, people get offended. I've had people defriend me because I was bashing. Well, I wasn't bashing guys. I was putting the quotes out there. They do the bash guys, and they're like, "Oh, girl, yeah, they was doing that." But when I flipped it, and I started doing what the guys say women do, oh, I can't believe she hate on her own type of people. How can she talk about women? Like, I'm not talking about nobody.
Well, the truth is the truth. And I think
day.
that if we want to see a change in our society, women, we are the ones that actually prepare the food and provide the nurturing in our families.
Amen.
And if we are out of place, we are the support system of our men. And our men are losing support systems.
Absolutely.
And we are coming out of the place of intercession where we should be praying our families through and being the big mamas in our family and teaching our children the passed down information that was good, that helped us keep the family together. And now it's a whole bunch of brokenness. So I really want to hear that, because a lot of people don't want to talk to the sisters and make us look in the mirror.
Right.
It's so easy to say the man did it, honey. My girlfriends ain't about nothing. This one, but when you flip that mirror and see yourself, that's a hard pill to swallow. So I'm really, I need to hear that right there. I love it.
Well, just to expound on my very first topic, I have a blog called Good Girl Next Door, and people was like, "What is that about?"
I read it.
My very first blog was, if you insist on being his mistress, because the side chick is now glorified like it's the best thing going. So I kind of put it out there. If you insist on being his mistress, you must understand. It's these 5 rules that you must follow. You will not get Christmas, holidays, Thanksgivings, or anything of that nature. Birthdays are out. When the baby mama call or the wife call because the baby's in trouble, you put on the back burner. You have to accept that. And I put an analogy like this: when you have a meal, the main course, you play with the side dish, your peas, your rice, and everything. You don't eat all that, but that main course, that steak over there, that's what fill you up. And what happens is he gonna eat that steak, no matter where the steak is on the plate. He gonna eat the steak, but them peas and them carrots and that rice, it's gonna get played with. It's gonna pushed around, but it's gonna go in the trash eventually.
Y'all hear that? I'm
Ooh-wee.
sorry. That was. Go ahead.
So a lot of people,
Yeah.
they got upset with me, and
I'm not upset.
and I can't, and it's not like I'm talking about anyone. I've been married. My husband cheated on me. I've been hurt, and I wanted to hurt somebody, and I've been that person. So I can talk about it from both sides. Say, what, this was foul. I shouldn't have did that. And I apologize to the woman, like, I shouldn't have did that. Because I had my own reason. But this is what, and that, nah, it shouldn't happen. And a lot of women know they shouldn't be doing it.
Honey.
They know that, but they didn't make up that excuse in their mind. Somebody did it to me, or she knew that was my man. No, that don't mean nothing. You need to worry about your soul.
Yes.
Let him go on, do what he gonna do. And
worry about your soul, honey.
If he comes back, make him pay for it when he come back. But you got to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to just guide stuff with my words, because people always said I was so mean and so in your face. I said, okay, I'll pull back. I'll just write it down. See what you see there.
But you know what? This is a self-check that I think we need, because our baby girls are growing up with such low self-esteem that they think it's okay to be the side chick.
Absolutely.
They think that it's okay to be in abusive relationships. They think that it's okay if they go out. And you had this on your page. You had a person's body that was normal. And then a knife came and cut places and added tissue here and butts here and fillers here, and we live in such a society of the cookie cutter society, and it's just, how can our little girls feel like they're important and special just the way they are when society says you have to have a really big behind that you can sit a tray on? It's pure ridiculousness.
To add to that, I don't want to just we focus on our little girls about self-esteem, but the little boys now, they're so lost into what, oh, you got to be a man, but what's a man? Tell me what a man is, because to me, it's not a thing. It's a feeling within yourself. You can be a man by establishing your own thing, having pride in yourself, working hard, getting what you need by legal means, and giving back to the community. Everybody has this misconception that a man is, oh, you got to go out and make a couple babies. Oh, you ain't a man because you don't know how to throw them hands. My pastor, he said, we have verbally abused our boys for a long time, and we don't even realize it.
Wow.
When our sons fall, first thing you say, oh, man up, don't cry, man up. So we essentially strip them of their emotions right then and there. And they're not allowed to show pain. They're not allowed to show any type of emotion. But then when they get older, we women are like, well, why don't you hold me? Why you not talk to me?
Come on.
Because I was told all my life that don't cry. So we're at odds, because I'm over here crying and you looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
Woo, Jesus.
You can't even put your hand around me because your daddy done told you, don't do that. If you suck it up, don't be a man. That ain't being a man, because a man's supposed to take care of me. So if you can't even communicate with me or relate to me, how you gonna take care of me? And people don't understand. That's how we are so lost in our community.
Wow.
You got a woman that's taking care of her family by herself, and she all tough because she got to make sure the kids don't get hurt. Then the guy come by, and she like, well, what you want? I know you want something. He like, man, I'm just trying to help you with your bags. Nah, what you want though?
Wow.
And it's hard. It's hard because everybody is getting these mixed messages, and it's my desire to make sure that people understand. Even if he ain't trying to get with you, that's your brother.
Hey, come on here now.
Like let him open the door. Just because he open the door, mean he gonna trip you or hit your butt. He opening the door because your hands are full. Now what you can do is say thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. You open the door and they just walk. Like,
yeah.
Clip 'em. Just 'cause she didn't
I
say
get it
thank
all
you,
the time.
It's ridiculous. But we have to learn to better ourselves with each other. It's just difficult. It's we don't support each other. We're afraid to support each other because we think, well, if you doing your cakes and I support you and you get up and get your store, you just gonna take your money and go about your business. Like, you can't assume this woman gonna run with it. She might open a store and it might be a free kitty room in the back. Something to get back to the kids while you in the front trying to get your stuff together. It might be something for the homeless or something. You never know.
Okay, and with that, we're going to move right along because our time is kind of winding down. But I wanted to, that was good, girl. That was good. Because I was about to share my little testimony. And I have been sharing with my viewers that the Lord has given me a healing coloring book called The Healing Coloring Book of Lady Lotus Blossom. It's going to be dropping soon. And in one of my stories, it talks about community. And my quote on this page is, family is where we learn community. And community is when we realize we are one. Even after reality, there's hope. And I want to go into the next segment. I want to turn the mic over to the one and only Cree, because if I mess any of her names up, I won't be able to lift myself down with it tonight. And we're going to play some jazzy music, and we're going to let her give us something to click our fingers to.
I hope.
All right. Just talk directly into the mic.
I have a poem here. She made sure that it was clean. It was PG, because I am known as
Is it clean?
I do erotic poetry, so most people kind of go to that. But I do have good, clean stuff. This one's called Give It to Him. We often ask God, is it His will? And wait to hear Him agree with what we feel. We really don't want to know what He wishes. Instead, we hope our desires appease what He teaches. We seek the Lord, but only to a degree. We need to surrender to Him, and then we will see. Surrender yourself with like-minded children, and then you'll have no choice but to yield to Him. Seek godly counsel to sift through your situation. Everyone isn't of His holy nation. In the multitude of counsel, there is safety. Don't just take one's word and become hasty. Stop going to people that would just agree. Find those that will help you genuinely. Those that are friends can also be an enemy unintentionally. God's will isn't always positive, and there's actually some good in the negative. In this life, you will endure pain. That's the only way you can recognize progress. He isn't always an either or God, but sometimes multiple choice gives you the opportunity to use your voice.
And that's your girl Cree on the Earth Show. Giving us some knowledge to get ourselves together by. Now, we have the ladies empowerment piece, but there's a gentleman that is doing something awesome in the community. And if you could run the video Elite Kings while I get Brother Akeem on the phone. And that's your girl Cree on the Earth Show, giving us some knowledge to get ourselves together.
Thanks to the public.
I wish somebody can give me good basketball training so I can get a scholarship to go to University of Maryland. What kind of college do you want to go to, Ryan? Kentucky!
Everyone sitting in this room knows they have yet to see our best. Our program is so much more than just a training business. The Elite Kings is geared to revolutionize the training industry.
Many have doubted us. Now it's time to make them believe. Changing one child's life at a time. I think the key here is educating the parents on what it takes to raise a student athlete.
We will continue to promote healthy lifestyles, all while promoting self-discipline and strong character in our youth. Whether these kids want to get into college or just become better citizens in our community, we have to stay focused and committed to that development. Who are we?
The Elite Kings.
What up, cool kids? It's Baby Kaylee back again. I just want to say, be a leader and do what you want to do. Do your own work. Read your own books. Do what you want to do, cool kids. Don't listen to everybody else. No, be a leader.
Who are we? Who are we?
And on the phone right now, we have LeRae Akeem Harris Sr. of Elite Kings. Welcome. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am here. Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure to see our Kings doing something in the community. And you were telling me that for a few months you have been providing free basketball lessons, was it, with the children?
Yes, we've been giving free basketball training sessions to kids in different communities. We just want to try to really make sure that kids are not just playing video games all the time. We want them to really express themselves other ways and see if they really have a want and a need to be active as far as basketball is concerned.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us what's happening this weekend?
Yes, on the 28th, this Saturday, we're doing free basketball training sessions at Bowie Community Center. This is our 10th and final training session that we'll be having there, and it starts at 12 and it ends at 2:30. We take 30 minutes, that last 30 minutes, to just talk to the parents and kind of help them understand what it takes to raise a student athlete. I think a lot of parents get caught up in kids being very athletic, but they don't really emphasize on the student aspect of it. You can't go to college without being able to be a student athlete. Athletes don't make it. The student athletes are the ones who do. So we just want the parents and the kids to understand what it's going to take to get there and how hard it's going to be to keep achieving goals as you go along.
Okay, and where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook at my personal Facebook page, which is Akeem Harris, AKEEM HARRIS. And then if you go to my personal page, and I'll add you to a group so that you can get exclusive information as far as upcoming events that is going on. And then after that, I can forward you to our actual business page on Facebook, which is Elite Kings with a king's face.
Thank you so much for giving this information and for doing something good in the community. So everybody, you hear it. Get on down to Bowie University. Is that what you said?
Excuse me?
Bowie State?
No, Bowie Community Center.
Okay.
Bowie Community Center is off of Stony Brook Drive. It's right across the street from Bowie High School.
Okay. And it's this Saturday, and it starts at 12?
Yep, this Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Okay, and God bless you. Thank you for tuning in to the E.A.R.T.H show. And we will put this on our Facebook page as well, okay?
Thank you very much. I really enjoy your show, and it's an honor to be on here. Thank you all.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless you as
All
well.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and so I got about 4 minutes left, and I want to run my inspirational, just a little bit of my inspirational video of the week. You know what? Well, yeah, let's run it.
Okay, folks, this is going to be one of my favorite segments right here. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to turn your life around, but you're stuck? Have you been struggling to make ends meet and can't seem to find a way? That's a big problem out there today. Well, my next guest has answers and a lot of secrets to breaking through. She is a 6-time best-selling author, one of the most sought-after motivational speakers out there. She's a millionaire entrepreneur, and she is a true inspiration. Please welcome my friend, Lisa Nichols. Hey, Lisa. Hey, darling. How you
Nice
feeling?
to see you.
Good.
I'm wonderful.
This is great for you. What's been your biggest accomplishment, you think?
Bouncing back, number one, is refusing to listen to the negative chatter in my own head, refusing to listen to other people's perception of me, creating something from absolutely nothing. So I gotta, there's the books, there's the TV, there's all that stuff. But my biggest accomplishment is being willing to give myself 1,000 second chances. And every time I got to $9.99, I pressed reset.
Yeah.
I didn't ask permission, I gave notice. Yeah. At some point, I have to stop asking, can I be great? Can I be brilliant? Can I be okay and still be accepted?
And that is my message of tonight. Allow yourself to have another chance after 1,000 chances. God is a God of the second chance. He is merciful and he is gracious, and at any moment you can start all over again. This is the E.A.R.T.H show. We love you. Now next week, tune in because Stiletto is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We're ending it with Stiletto. Like I talked to her this evening. I couldn't believe it because she's just been all over the place. And to all my women that have come on this show, if you know a powerful or a woman that is doing something in her community, I got one last show to go. Refer her to the E.A.R.T.H show. I want to thank you for coming on. You're such a blessing in the community. Where can we find your books?
All my books are on Amazon.com. You can simply type my name in a keyword, Anava Savad. It's ANOVED
Yes, and pick our girls' books up. BlueCreativeSuites.com Order some cakes. Oh, and y'all, I just
Get
want to
some
show
cake.
y'all what she bought us. Now, don't nobody ask me to drop none of these off on the way home because
Nah.
of that, okay? And so make sure you tune in next week as we go all the way in with Stiletto and with other special guests. We love you. May the peace of God rest in your life. This is the Earth Show, even after reality. There is hope.
Absolutely.
I'm always doing it by myself.
God bless
ready?
y'all.
Hope.
Hope.
Thank you.
Tune
See
in
you
next week.
Power Rangers out.